Oh, what's up, people? It's your boy, Cypher Providence. Back at it again with another video. Same day upload. I know, I'm crazy. I'm getting good at this YouTube shit. Not really, though. I'm joking. This is a joke. But, um, I'm here to talk about, as you can see from the image on the screen, I'm here to talk about a movie I just saw recently. Just yesterday. Talk to Me. A horror movie made by the fantastic people over at A24. They do amazing productions. If you've seen Hereditary, if you've seen X and Pearl, if you've seen Beau is Afraid, things like that, really good shit over there. Really good shit that they make. And even their like non-horror stuff. I know they make non-horror things, but even their non-horror stuff is very well received and highly talked about. A24, excellent company, excellent shit. They're on their game. You know them if you know them, and you know how they work. So, going into this movie, I was like, everyone, and when I say everyone, I mean everyone and their mom was talking about it, saying how it was really good and how it was like reaching levels of like Hereditary and Midsummer and things like that, or how it was like one of A24's best productions. And while I wasn't letting those expectations uh, tamper with my thinking and my hype levels of the film, I was like, okay, I see that this movie's getting a lot of attention. A lot of people are liking it. So I went into this movie thinking, okay, bet. Let me watch this. Let me see how good it is, and then let me hopefully this movie's really good. And originally I was gonna go by myself, but I was like, I could go with my friends. We could have a good time watching the movie and shit. So I asked a couple friends to go with me. We went out, and I'm sad to report that this movie is not as good as I thought it was. However, this is, as I've talked about previously, long ago in one of my previous videos, I've stated before that when I get to the rankings, but I've stated before that anything from like a 6 or higher isn't necessarily a bad film. Specifically, like a 6 or 7 isn't a bad film. And that's kind of how I feel about this film. I feel like it's like a 6.5. I think there are a lot of like cool aspects of the films. I'm not going to spoil the film because I do have a friend who wants to listen to my review who doesn't want me to spoil it. And I could do like a spoiler section or anything, but I don't really feel like doing that. I'll just give a non-spoiler review. Um but yeah, it's just like this film, there's definitely good aspects to it. The I would credit the opening scene, um, a few of the scenes in the middle, and like the ending are like standout parts of this film. When you're getting to know the characters and everything, and it's not kind of like slow, dragged out talking, you like you start enjoying the movie. But I feel like they kind of dropped the ball in certain aspects with certain characters, and like it just wasn't like, it felt kind of slow at points. Like when me and my friends finished watching the movie, a lot of us, except one of us who really enjoyed it, we all thought like it was kind of slow. And then like we all had like a basic understanding of the film. Like maybe I just need like a more in-depth understanding of the film to like to really formulate a proper opinion. But it's just like, I don't know, it didn't stick with me. Like other A24 movies, even other horror movies from this year, have really stuck with me. Like Smile and Scream, and then I watched Infinity Pool as well. Like those either stuck with me or they had like unique aspects of their films to really like, like hook me or get me in there. Where this one, there wasn't really anything. I would say that this film also, like, I would say overall it's a well shot, well directed film. It's just like, as I was saying, it was kind of slow at points, and I felt like we were building up to something, but we never really got to that something that they were building up. The ending is, I guess that would be the build up that they were going to, but while the ending is cool and all like in a retrospective kind of way, it's just like it feels kind of flat, you know? And like, were there any jump scares? Was it really scary or anything? There's parts where it is scary. I would say there's like hardly any jump scares in this film. I don't even think there were any real jump scares in this film. Remembering back on it, I don't think there was any real jump scares. And like, the scary factor, I would say it wasn't necessarily like that scary. There were some parts where like I was tense and everything, you know, but like, it was more so just like some of the gory aspects in this film are really what like got me. If anything, not necessarily scares, but just gore. All the actors, I will say this, huge props to basically all the actors in this film. I was really hoping some characters would be utilized more because I found them interesting and I wanted them to dive into those characters more. Unfortunately, some characters don't get as much time as others, but that's cool. Everyone did their parts. I would say the only character I didn't necessarily really like. Okay, only two characters yeah. I like the mom. I don't want to say I didn't like the mom, but I would say the only character I didn't really like was like the dad, and then the boyfriend was cool, but as I was saying earlier, some characters just don't get enough screen time. There's cool cinematography in this film. There's one part in this film which I don't want to spoil because it's my favorite scene of the whole film, but the way they use the music and everything in that scene, and the way they kind of incorporate it into the actual movie instead of it being kind of like just background noise to have for the scene, I thought that was really cool. And like, yeah, that's basically it. Like, those are like my overarching thoughts on the film. Like, I thought it was like a solid like 6.5 out of 10 film. There were certain characters I wanted to see more of, but we didn't get to really see anything from them. It wasn't that scary, more so like gory-ish, which had me more tense than anything. And while there are like specific scenes and everything from the film that I really like, it felt kind of slow and like not. I would say it's a very like there's not really like too many plot holes in the film, so it's not like a plot hole heavy film. But like, I don't know, for some reason it felt like it was like slightly weird, like it was weirdly paced. Like, I felt like we were kind of going like perfectly paced with everything, and it made sense like where they were going and stuff. But even like with me saying that, it also still felt weird with the pacing. I don't know how to describe it. It just felt off. The pacing felt off is what I'll say. And production, and sound quality, all that was excellent. This is A24. We don't have to really like be worried about that. And yeah, like those are my overarching films. I don't know. Let me know if you think differently. Like, if you've seen the film, let me know if you think differently, because I would really like to hear what other people think about this film, and maybe kind of go back and do like a retrospective look and see like, oh, based off what this person told me, let me see if I can now form a new opinion or have a new understanding for this film. And with that, I'm out. Second upload today. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Ah. All right. Peace, y'all. Love y'all. See you in the next video.